I have a fun one here. It's whether or not police reports can be used in evidence. It's fun because it's a little tricky because you got to know what evidence means. Evidence could be, it's not just photographs and videos and physical evidence. It can be testimony. Testimony is evidence. Generally, a police report, the diagram, the contents of what the officer thinks, the tickets, many of those are not admissible in evidence. The tickets can be, but when it comes to the other information, no. The diagram, no. However, when it comes to the diagram is something we can use as a demonstrative aid. So I could blow up that diagram that the police officer has put together and ask the police officer questions about it, but we can't say, hey, this was part of the police report. Can't do that. What I was hinting at when it comes to evidence, though, is that if the at-fault party, or you, if either of you lie on the stand, so that's evidence, you can be impeached with a police report. What that means is that, let's say that the other driver at the scene told the police officer that the light was red for them and green for you. But then when they get to trial, they change their story. Then what we can do is we can use that police report and we can show it to them, impeach them with it. We can't put that into evidence, but we can ask them questions about it. And if we have to, what we'll then do is we'll call the officer to the stand to testify to also further impeach them and make them look bad because they are then a liar at that point. It is a little tricky, and we want to address this now because many people think, oh, well, we've got the police report. It's a slam dunk. It doesn't work that way, unfortunately. You can't take that because the term that is used usurps the province of the jury, meaning that it's making a decision whenever the jury is the one that should be making the decision. And the reason why that is because usually fault is attributed to one party in the police report. So the police officer will say that one is at fault and one party is not at fault. That information is not allowed to come in. The officer can come in and testify about what they observed, but they're not able to come in and testify as to who they thought was at fault. And we want to make sure we address that now so that you don't think that we can just take that document and then use it at trial if we need to. There's additional work that needs to be done to make sure we prove our case, and that's why we do a pretty thorough investigation at the very beginning of the case.